making, gonna write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. But the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, buy me a crown. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. Pay attention, I'm on a mission. I'm there with a vision. Got a passion, making it happen. Ready for action. And this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. This is my world now. Hey! Here we go! We call it ready or not. You better steady yourself, because we're raising some hell. There's nothing keeping this roof from blowing off. We're taking over the town. Hit the switch and shut it down. Like Indian, we're electric, never stop. We call it ready or not. We call it ready or not. We're giving all that we got. We're giving all that we got. We call it ready or not. We're throwing gas on the fire. The stratosphere getting high. We're trouble when we get crazy. We get wild. Got dynamite in our blood. Get ready and
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Coverage of iRacing on LSRTV, and we are ready for the fourth round tonight of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. The best drivers of the Pacific Northwest slinging the dirt with the best super late models on the planet, dirt super late models, and we are back for a track that should be really, really fun. The Cedar Lake Speedway. You think of the big summer classic, the USA Nationals, hands down. This is where we're at tonight. A fast racetrack, a fun racetrack. Alex Robinson, I'm Wesley Outland along. Charles Wooten is handling our production, coming off of that eNASCAR Road to Pro broadcast you saw earlier tonight. And Alex, this is just, you gotta love Cedar Lake. Hands down, this is gonna be a really, really fun racetrack. Whether it's sprint cars, late models, or modifieds, this racetrack provides phenomenal racing.
It's gonna be a great one here. Competitiveness is always a thing. And the real question, this racetrack here, I talked to some of the guys, especially that B32 of BJ Duval. This is not one of his favorite tracks here, so this might be, you know, he's on a 2-race win streak here. This might be the night for either a first-time winner or someone at least to knock off that B32 here tonight.
Yeah, right now practice is just about ready to wrap up as we get you set for the race and event. Let's take a look at the race analysis for tonight's race here for this event, because obviously it's different than what you see from our other previous pavement broadcasts on iRacing on LSRTV. You've got a practice session that's going on now, that's AKA hot laps. Then you're going to have that qualifying session. The qualifying will set the lineup for the heat races, and it's looking like, Alex, we're going to have one heat race. 9 cars right now are signed in on the entry list. Hopefully get some more late entries. Hopefully we get more building exposure to get these guys involved in this series. And just like last Thursday night, these drivers are going to go 50 laps for the A main feature. And of course, that will be the distance for the event tonight.
It's going to be a great one here. This racetrack is going to slick off just like we saw last week at Lernerville. And again, you never know what can happen here. Qualifying heat races and then 50-lap feature. a lot can happen in those 3 events here to change the pace throughout the night. You know, you can go quick time but struggle in your heat race, have to start the back of a 50-lap feature, but that 50 laps is a long way to go. But around this racetrack here, those laps will tick off very quickly.
Let's take a look at the Kaufman Creative weather conditions on the bottom right of your TV monitor as we get you ready for that. By the way, 65-degree air temperature, track temp at 66. You know, one thing I noticed here, Alex, it's a lot different. The numbers are very the same with the air temp to the track temperature on the dirt than what you see 30, 40 degrees more than on a pavement surface for sure.
Oh, yeah, and the one thing is, it's never, you know, it's not like the pavement surface where heated, you know, the track being hotter changes it here. Yeah, it might slick off a little bit quicker here, but it really doesn't change how this race is. You know, if you had 60 cars on the racetrack here, that track would get a lot slicker, a lot quicker, even with these temperatures. But, I mean, with, you know, what is it, 10 to 15 cars, it's not going to slick off as quick. But if it's, say, you know, 90 degrees outside, that track slicks off a lot quicker here, not much moisture, and that might change it here. But 65 degrees here, that track might be a little bit tacky to the start of the feature here, and there still might be some moisture by the end of the checkered flag.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on that right now, of course, as all of this is ongoing here on track. By the way, that was brought to you by the fine folks at Kaufman Creative, and we thank you for also joining us for coverage of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, presented by Click It RV on LSRTV. Of course, they're located in Milton and Freewater, Oregon. They are Columbia Basin's low price leader for new or pre-owned RVs. Capture model closeout deals before they're gone. It's Click It RV in Milton, Freewater, located 2 miles south of the Washington border of Highway 11. Or find them at Click It RV Milton on Freewater.com. As the cars are ready to hit the racetrack, this is the qualifying session for the super late models here for the Northwest at Cedar Lake. Alex Robinson.
Yeah, and I don't know where these cars are going to go here on this track here before qualifying here. Maybe get a feel for bottom, mid, and top. That's what the plan would be here. As you see cars going around that top side, maybe trying to brush some of those marbles off there, some of that loose dirt, try and get that cushion to build up and get that top side rolling before qualifying here, because honestly, that top side might be the fastest way around here come qualifying if they get that cushion built up. But if not, that bottom and the middle is going to be the way around the racetrack.
The super late models of dirt on the racetrack right now. This is their qualifying session, as we mentioned, as all these drivers get into position to prepare. There's about 80 seconds left to go in this qualifying run to put down the best lap. And what do you know, as we have one flipping down the front straightaway in Sean Brightsman, it is BJ Duval at the top of the board again, the king of the Northwest in super late models on dirt.
Yeah, BJ Duval has been the one to beat here. Back-to-back wins for that B32 machine, looking for 3 in a row. And, you know, Wesley, the biggest thing is we talk about momentum, we talk about consistent runs. That B32 right now is captain consistency, especially winning some races here. He might be the man to beat throughout this season here, but again, consistency is key. If, say, Sean Brightsman or one of those guys put some consistent wins together, some consistent podiums, BJ Duval might have a fight here till the end for a championship.
Cars are on the racetrack right now. Toby Ritter's the Budweiser car that's normally ran in the Northwest Cup or the Trucks and Xfinity Fix Series on Monday and Wednesday night in a white Budweiser car. And we'll see what Ritter's can do. All these other drivers, including the 82 of Zach Rush on the track. Better put down a fast lap, Alex. Time is running out in qualifying.
So here we go. Actually, I think, was that practice?
Actually, I think this is that was the end of the practice session, I think. My apologies. This was actually the hot lap session that just wrapped up. They had a driver's meeting. Now we're getting ready for what will be the qualifying on track right now. My apologies on that. I was thinking that when all those cars disappeared, Alex Robinson, they had completed their practice session and was having the driver's meeting and then coming to qualify. But listen, those drivers might have went in the pits, Alex. They might have made adjustments. They might have done things differently on their cars. Now they're on the 10-minute clock. I don't think it's going to last forever, and we're now going to see these drivers go on track with qualifying. As a former Northwest Cup pavement champion, Sean Brightsman is on the speedway, originally from Puyallup, Washington, now from Tucson, Arizona, and we'll see what he can do as he goes to the whip into one.
And Sean Brightsman had a very good run last week after some ups and downs throughout that 50-lap feature, but he came back, still finished on the podium there. So he's looking to regroup here second quick right now, as he is, you see there, the gap to the pole here, it's not even, it's, not even a half a second gap there like you might see, but Sean Brightsman there, so he is fourth quick there. Brian Barnes, third quick so far here in qualifying.
Brian Barnes, he is the defending Northwest Cup Series champion of last year. Of course, we do not have the Cup Series this year. It is the Premier Truck Series of the Northwest that used to be on Wednesday and Thursday night, now on Monday. And the Northwest Click It RV Fix Series is now on Wednesday night with the Xfinity B cars. And now we set up now with a Kyle Larson late model throwback of the Flow Racing number 25. Ryan Bloom, winner of the Northwest this past Monday night at Texas Motor Speedway. And the Longhorn chassis working his way around the track in qualifying. And he sets fast time, 13:24 to the pole. And Jeff Stabnow is right now second best. And he hits the wall on his second lap, Alex. But it doesn't matter. He's second quick in qualifying.
Yeah, so the times are coming in here. Toby Ritter's right now, he's going to look to set down his first time here, see where he hits on the positions here. He's going to take the white flag there. I think that will be 13.485. That'll put him seventh quick on the board.
So 13:24 is the fast lap of speed for Ryan Bloom. Jeff Stabnow second fast, and there's still a couple more cars that are yet to take time. I believe we got two more. Zach Rush and B.J. Duval, the 82 and the 32. Here comes Zach Rush now on the speedway. He revs her up. By the way, finally was able to find out. That's an enemy cartoon character, Alex Robinson on the side of that car for Zach Rush.
Yeah, so Zach Rush
Japanese
there in
cartoon.
that 82. Yep, anime cartoons there. He's going to go eighth quick, 13.577 for Zach Rush's first time. Again, that is eighth quick on the board here for that 82 machine. Going to look to improve there. Got some speed around the corner there, but
wow,
not going to be enough. So
no, he climbed up to third, Zach. Look at that, brother.
Oh, it was.
He just climbed to third on his second lap. He went from a 13 to 13:32, just like that. And B.J. Duval, hello, where are you? I don't even think he's qualified yet. There's his car. He's got 6 minutes left on the clock, and I'm thinking there's no way we're going to finish out this 6-minute clock for qualifying.
Just waiting on that B32 machine here, so don't know what's going on with B.J. Duval there. I know he said he was having some issues there with his steering wheel issues there. Had no force feedback and stuff. So B.J. Duval hoping to be back there. But here we go.
Here he
now
comes.
He's starting to roll.
Here he comes. He starts to roll the car number B32. The driver, of course, originally out of Huntington, West Virginia. And we'll see what this driver can do in the WB32. The outlaw boss, the one-thumb wonder, B.J. Duval on the whip now, ready to see what he can do here in his qualifying run, Alex, as he's getting ready to come to the line. Lap 1. Second.
So second quick for B.J. Duval there in his first time here. Let's see, as you see the gap there, it wasn't much. B.J. Duval, second time.
He got it. He got it.
There it is.
13:18. As it was a 13:179, it averaged out to a 1.8, and that's a 13:18 for B.J. Duval, bumping to 13:24 speed by Ryan Bloom, 13:26 for Jeff Stabnow, 13:32 for Zach Rush and Dan West Jr. into the top 5 right now with a 13:36, and I believe He is still on the clock. The number 55 out of Shelton, Washington for Dan West Jr. Yes, Alex, if you check the broadcast chat, buddy, I'll send you the link for timing and scoring as all this is being showed up in front of me, my friend, so just stand by. Check your V-mix there at timing and scoring, and he's able to keep up with everything as the times have just been put down. And again, B.J. Duval, a monstrous lap. Literally played possum, it seemed like, Alex, if he was even going to qualify or not, that all of a sudden he hit the track, he made it work, and goes to the top of the board. By the way, it looks like we're only going to have one heat race. One heat race is all we're going to have tonight.
So one heat race for tonight. It's going to be a good one here as B.J. Duval, again, quick time for him. He's going to be good to watch. But again, if he has the issues here with that steering wheel, you know, will this be one of those nights here where the top dog, say it, of B.J. Duval might get knocked off?
Hey, you might have to stay up a little bit later tonight longer because you'll have to write a press release for him.
Look, I didn't even write one last week. I forgot about it.
Wow. Oh, wow. I thought she was his PR guy. What's the world coming to?
PR guy thought we were racing last weekend when Mother Nature played games on us. It was sunny on Thursday, and we were like, oh, yeah, let's pack up everything for Friday and Saturday of racing for Mother Nature to play tricks on me. So everything was packed up, and I couldn't write a press release until I got everything unpacked, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed.
So the plan is, Bridgeport Saturday night?
If
the weather don't get us?
Sunday night. Saturday and Sunday.
There you go, Bridgeport Speedway. I'll be at Wake County Speedway on Friday night, County Line Raceway Saturday, Richmond Raceway on Sunday. And, of course, if you want to keep up with a lot of racetracks going on, raceontexas.com will have also a lot of cool content. We'll mention that in just a moment. It's right now time to go racing here for the Super Late Model Heat Race. This is the only heat race of the night. B.J. Duval, Ryan Bloom on the front row. Row number 2, of course, we'll find Jeff Stabnow, Zach Rush. Row number 3, we'll go ahead and find the drivers of Dan West Jr., Aaron Cooper. And then, of course, Brian Barnes, Sean Brightsman, Toby Ritters will tag the back. This heat race is brought to you by RaceOnTexas.com. If you want to support local Texas racetracks and racers, join RaceOnTexas.com. All access for only $39.99 a month, and 50% will go to the Texas track you select and sign up today. That's RaceOnTexas.com, where the action never stops. And the action is about to crank up here at heat number 1 at Cedar Lake Speedway. Ready to come to the green next time by. And I encourage you, if you're watching this broadcast and you live in the Wisconsin area, or if you're a fan of traveling to dirt shows like me and Alex do, put Cedar Lake Speedway on your bucket list, Alex, of tracks you've got to go to, man. You know that's an exciting place.
Oh, it is. It's going to be great here. We see a green flag will wave here since a race on the pace truck trying to get off there as a green flag waves here on the B32. When I heard crunching of metal. There it is.
I heard Stabnow. I seen Stabnow get airborne. I saw Barnes get collected. Dan West Jr. If it wasn't enough, he's already driving cattywampus when the car drives cattywampus as it is from the damage. And we are under the yellow flag here. Maybe we got a replay. Yes, Charles Wooten in the Clickin' RV production RV trailer can show us what happened. And here we go. Alex just a little antsy on the start. Look at this. Oh, boy, a couple of teammates got together, and Barnes nowhere to go, and plows into West. He got him airborne, and he sent him flipping about 1.5 over on his roof into turn, well, back on all fours in turn 2.
Yeah, not the way you want to start off a heat race, I'll tell you that much. But we got some work to do, as B.J. Duval is still going to be your race leader when we go back to the green flag. But Stabnow and West, they're going to have a lot of work to do now, going to come from that 9th and 8th spot here. Again, the way you finish this heat race is the way you start tonight's feature event here. So the further up you are might be the best option here, or you're going to have a little bit more work to do for 50 laps.
10 laps the distance. Again, everybody is going to the show because we only have 10 cars in this heat race. And then we got a warm up and then a 50 lap main feature, single file. What in the world? Pace truck, get out of the way. We're back underway. Is Duval, I thought was about just hitting the back end of the pace truck. Boy, that could have been scary, Alex.
Yeah, pace truck doesn't get off the track right away here at Cedar Lake. But here we go, battle already on for that second spot. You see the 25 machine there of Bloom coming after the 82 there of Zach Rush. Zach Rush in that second spot. Ryan Bloom in third there. And right now the top three already starting to pull away from the rest of the field.
Aaron Cooper and Barnes about tagged one another just a moment ago as now Ryan Bloom slams off the outside wall, ripping it off the boards, if you will, into turn number 1 and 2. Back to the line on the back stretch into 3 and 4 here at Cedar Lake. It is now that car coming to the line with Barnes now in 4th. Bloom now back to 3rd even after slapping the wall. And we're coming up on halfway here in the heat race action here at Cedar Lake, Alex.
Yeah, Bloom holding on to that 3rd spot there. And then in the 4th spot is the 4 of Brian Barnes. Toby Ritter's your top 5 here. Sean Breitzman, he is right behind him here. But again, cars starting, widen up here, trying to figure out where the best place is to run. And that B32 machine, talk about a gap here, already a 2.5 seconds in front of the second place car, the 82 of Zach Rush.
3 laps to go. They'll come to the line. There's the leader, Will Duval, BJ Duval. 2 to go. Deuces are up. And Duval is in his own world, almost a second, 2 seconds on Rush. There he is, working out of turn number 4. Alex Robinson, they're coming to the white flag for the heat race of the night here at Cedar Lake.
BJ Duval, he set quick time here tonight, started on the pole here, white flag in the air for the B32 machine. Rush trying to hold on to the second spot there of Bloom, but taking home heat race win here tonight, 2 steps forward, and that is the B32. BJ Duval wins heat race action here tonight. And it will be Zach Rush, Ryan Bloom, Ryan Barnes, and Toby Ritter's your top 5. But Wesley, he did it last week with a clean sweep here. BJ Duval, he set quick time. He wins heat race action, 50 laps away from going clean sweep here to his 3rd straight win.
Gotta wonder if they're gonna put a bounty on this guy eventually, hands down. Of course, another phenomenal job of the heat race win by BJ Duval. 2nd spot, of course, again, going to, Ryan Bloom having problems getting off the wall. Brian Barnes and Aaron Parker, or Aaron Cooper, having contact with one another, coming back and finishing in a pretty respectable position as well. Hey, listen, there is a warm-up session that is going on track. We are going to step away, and we are going to reset the batteries for the 50-lap feature from Cedar Lake Speedway, round 4. This is the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, iRacing on LSRTV.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Sessions ongoing now for the drivers of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series Round 4, and there is the driver that Alex Robinson called for the Heat win for the third time, trying to sweep the entire Northwest events. That is the driver, of course, of BJ Duval, and Alex Robinson. He has just got an absolutely strong car. But this is his wheelhouse. I want to say that as we're 90 seconds to feature time. This is what he does, running on dirt.
And let's be honest here, Wesley, this is his redemption. You know, he has tough runs in the Cup League, in the trucks, and Xfinity. Then you put him in his territory here. And this is a little bit redemption after a tough week. Coming into his wheelhouse, super late models on dirt. That is where the B32 strives. That is where he thrives. And that is why he's the man to beat here. And like you said, I'm going to wait here to see if he keeps winning the way he does. Is there going to be a bounty for that B32?
A bounty? There's got to be a bounty coming, right? I mean, come on. Welcome to coverage, iRacing on LSRTV, the Community Radio Network. Our coverage continues here tonight from virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not already done so. If we got any new viewers on our coverage from the eNASCAR Road to Pro qualifying race tonight from the Atlanta Motor Speedway on FTN and the LSRTV networks, you're enjoying this little sample of our dirt coverage. And another great thing on LSRTV is the Press Box Motorsports podcast. Join Charles Wooten, Brockton Packard, and Weekless as they talk about all things sim racing, related with a splash of the real racing world in the mix weekly on LSR TV. That's the Press Box Motorsports podcast. As right now, hot laps are expiring. The field is getting ready to get staged and ready. We're about to go 50 laps from the Cedar Lake Speedway, round 4 of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. And the starting lineup, Alex Robinson. I did the heat race lineup. We only got 9 cars, my friend. I'll let you do the lineup for the A main. Go ahead, friend.
And here is your A main lineup for 50 laps. Like Wesley said, starting on the front row, the B32 of BJ Duval on the inside. To the outside, that's the 82 of Zach Rush. Row number 2 on the inside, the 25 of Ryan Bloom. To the outside, that's the 4 of Brian Barnes. In row number 3 on the inside, the 23 of Toby Ritters. To the outside, that's the 46 of Sean Brightsman, starting in that 6th spot. In row number 4, Dan West Jr., that 55 machine starts on the inside there. To the outside, that's the 24 of Jeff Stabnow. And rounding out the field in the 71, that will be Aaron Cooper in row number 5 by himself. Wesley, 50 laps the distance here. Can anyone stop the B32?
We'll have to find out. And here's something that you got to remember, too. In the last 3 races, they've not just been walkaways for BJ Duval, Alex. He's literally had to get on the wheel, overcome some adversity of either getting in accidents or caught up in accidents or get bumped or hit from behind, fix his car, get back in the race. It's not just been a sheer domination, if you will. Even though he has won these races, he's had to fight and claw to put himself in that spot, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's been a fight for that B32 machine, and I expect it to be a fight here tonight as well. 50 laps the distance, and these guys are clawing at the bit to go here tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've called a lot of events with dirt car racing of the World Racing Group. I know Alex Robinson has as well. These are the best, fastest dirt late models on the planet. as our friend Rick Eshelman always called them, we are underway. The Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series is green at Cedar Lake.
And already a 3-car battle here for the second spot here. That's Ryan Bloom, Zach Rush, and Ryan Barnes going at it for the third spot there. There you see the 82 machine already, some sailbound. Oh, caution flag is out already.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag on the racetrack. I believe it's Jeff Stabnow, car number 24, with a problem, possibly also Rush. All these drivers getting on the binders and slowing down. We'll have to find out what happened. I don't think they got a lap scored in. Maybe one. Here's a replay, and here it is. Jeff Stabnow, red 24, the LSRTV CRN. Oh, Ritter's nowhere to go, and they both tang each other in the apex of the corner out of 3 and 4. That's what happened. Well, the good news is, Alex, we're going to go single file and try this again.
Oh, yes, we will here. So, Wesley, talk about that initial start there already. There was a battle for the second spot. Rush, Bloom, and Barnes, they were technically almost 3 wide there, battling for that second spot here. So if that's just a preview of what we got for 50 laps here, it's going to be a dogfight.
I will say this much. Every one of these drivers who are returning here in almost every race this year are getting better and better, especially Zach Rush and Ryan Bloom. We're back to green. And we'll try this again here at Cedar Lake.
You see that 82 machine, he kissed the wall a little bit there, as again, it's a fine line there. You see it again. That top side is dangerous, especially on exit here, and if you don't be careful, you're going to hit the wall here. As you see, this wall has been, as there, I think it was Ryan Bloom. Ryan Bloom there lost about 3 spots. Now he's back to the 6th spot there. So problems as that 25 machine hits the wall a few times, and now he gets into the 24 machine.
Oh, no!
And caution flag probably will.
Log jam session, turn 4, Dan West Jr., Aaron Cooper, Jeff Stabnow. Caution out again. Wow. Well, there's your multi-car accident, if you will. Here's a shot of the replay. You saw it in real time, but we'll give it to you again from the production truck. We'll watch this. A little razzle-dazzle, banging off the boards, if you will. And then all of a sudden they came off that corner just a little too aggressively. And then Bloom hooked it back to the fuel cell of Stabnow. In goes West, in goes Ritters, in goes Cooper. And a 1-car accident becomes a 5-car wreck over there in turn number 2.
Yeah, there's some bended sheet metal here, all right.
Remember, Alex, all of these drivers are given 1 fast repair in this race. Just like for the Northwest Pavement Series, which is the Northwest Truck Series presented by Click It RV on Monday night, the Northwest Click It RV Fixed Setup Series on Wednesday night, and of course for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series presented by Click It RV on Thursday night. They get a fast repair, meaning their car gets tore all to pieces, they flip and fly through the air, careen through the catch fence, take out all the cars on the track. They're at least, Alex, to get 1 reset to go back to 100% capacity and try it again here.
And breaking news, our race leader is now back of the pack here as he went in the pits. So don't know if there was any problems or what the problem was for the B32, but he was in the pits here. So work to be done. New race leader, that's Brian Barnes. Or Brian Barnes going to take us back to the green flag.
I gotta wonder if he went in the track and made an adjustment. We'll have to check with him, as right now banging off the side panels is Duvall and Ritters as they work their way up the racetrack. Almost 3 wide behind him. Stabnow bouncing off the fence again, off the corner into 1 and 2. Here comes Brightsman to the middle of the racetrack. Up the racetrack goes Rush. West on the outside, there's contact. Bloom gets sideways. He's spinning. He's crashing. Caution not out yet. We stay green. The leaders are in 3.
Now Brightsman there, he got a little out of shape. He's back into it here. So now that's a battle for that second spot. Don't look now. BJ Duvall, he's on the top side here. Brightsman again, he's right there, the 55, sorry. That's Dan West Jr. who got some contact there. As now you see a 3-car battle here as that B32 closing in on this battle for second.
Oh, Oh, man, he had it almost 90 degrees off the corner there. Duval did through the apex of the corner, and he saved it as they banged the boards again, working in the corner. In a 1 and 2, they ride the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take advantage. We got one spinning, crashing. And we still, nope, there's the caution. It's Ritter's. Toby Ritter's. We just saw a little glimpse of it, if you will, as that car crunched up like a Budweiser tin can you're about to put in your trash can after drinking it, Alex. But remember, please drink responsibly and be 21 or older.
This here is gets into the 71. That's not it.
Aaron Cooper on his dirt car calling the shark. That's a shark. Wow. Oh, my. Talk about jaws. Man, he just bonsai'd the driver's side with the front nose of the 71 car and just it got in the Ritters there. Now, I won't say it's intentional, but yeah, that happened.
Wesley, you want to know something interesting?
Sure.
Brian Barnes. So we talk about BJ Duval being the man to beat here. BJ Duval's fastest time so far in these 10 laps we have completed, BJ Duval's fastest time is a 13.46. He is not the fastest car on the track. Our new race leader, Brian Barnes, 13.42 fastest time here. So Brian Barnes running a little bit better of a race here than that B32 here. So now with Brian Barnes up front here, he's a little upset, I can guarantee it, of this caution coming out because he had over a 2-second advantage over the rest of the field here. And that is what you want at one of these racetracks. You want to be out as far as possible. So if you make a mistake, you have time to recover without making and losing positions.
But here's the thing, though, Alex, as we prepare for the restart in just a moment. When Barnes had all that momentum he lost it when the caution came out. So all of that leverage, good run for the number 4. And he was one of those drivers that I mentioned along with Rush and Stab now that have been getting, Ryan Bloom, that are getting really, really good. They're giving a fight to BJ Duval. You got to pack a big lunch in a dirt super late model. You just can't come out and set the world on fire. Duval has done that the first couple of races. But I honestly think, Alex, these drivers are really figuring this out more and more and more and getting better race after race. We're back to green at Cedar Lake. 40 to go.
And work has begun here. Let's talk about Sean Brightsman here. He is in that second spot now, and he has company, though. Zach Rush, BJ Duval, those two in the third and fourth spot here. Those two side by side here, and they're closing in on your second place car. That 46 machine of Sean Brightsman there. That 4 machine of Brian Barnes already out over a half a second here. He wants that advantage to grow a little more.
1/5 of the way through now, 10 in, now working lap 11 of the race here of the 50-lap feature. Brian Barnes is the man out in front. We're now on board with BJ Duval. Just Sean Brightsman on the driver left. Barnes is up in front of them. BJ Duval up in the cushion. He's running the boards, if you will, up on the high side. Right there, trying to find something. Marcus, he slams the wall, almost gets loose. He does get loose and still holds it together as Sean Brightsman run each other in the grass into turn 3. And Brightsman under attack to hold on to that spot.
What a save by both cars to keep it straight, keep it green here. But talk about Sean Brightsman. He has work to do here. BJ Duval, he holds on to second. Zach Rush, though, not going down without a fight. Zach Rush in that third spot there. He is right there. And now car around on the back stretch. That is going to be the 55, Dan West Jr. involved in that one. I think Toby Ritter's there, the 25 as well of Ryan Bloom. So caution flag is out.
Yellow flag will fly. Here's you just saw a little glimpse of it right there. Here's it again. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, Alex, what a mad props to not only BJ Duval, but Sean Brightsman as we look at a replay of why the caution failed here. And it's Cooper and West, and oh man, he drove under the fuel cell. Dan West Jr. up under the back, and Bloom nowhere to go. Ritter's nowhere to go. Another multi-car accident. Hey, by the way, another proud partner of iRacing on LSRTV is Virginia 811. Call before you dig. Tonight's caution ticker right now, 4 cautions. Obviously, caution laps do not count. one lead change between Barnes and Duval. When Duval pitted, it's been Barnes leading the way. That's presented by Virginia 811. Dig with care, and remember to join them for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Virginia 811 250 Saturday, 2 weeks from Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. And I'll be there at that race, Alex, for the NASCAR event, for the 811 Call Before You Dig. By the way, that's nationwide. Before you decide to dig a pool or put in a pole or build a barn, make sure you don't knock down any power lines or cable lines or satellite lines or internet lines, whatever it is. And I don't understand how these guys do it. Me and Brian Morehouse talked vaguely about it, but they basically have a way through satellites and just blueprints and maps, Alex Robinson, where they can literally tell you, don't dig here, don't dig here, don't dig here, but okay, you can dig here. And you don't knock out anybody's power.
I tell you what, that is a job that, let's be honest, they give to smart people, because average Joes can't do that job.
Chinese food. Somebody was saying, have I ate dinner? Listen to the broadcast. Thank you. Yes, had Chinese for dinner. So it was very good. Getting ready for the weekend. Of course, Bridgeport for Alex. I'll be at Wake County Speedway, County Line. I know Race on Texas will have coverage, as we mentioned earlier, for their coverage of the lineup. And big thanks to Click It RV, all of these great sponsors, Kaufman Creative Weather. And we're back to it again. 17 of 50 laps. We're not even halfway yet here at Cedar Lake. And snap now turn. Dan West Jr. hooks him. Bloom, Ritters, everybody gets on the binders to miss him, and the caution will come out again. Well, Alex, we'll try this again.
But they are denying me a great race for this race lead. As you see here, Jeff Stabnow has been, I don't want to say bullied, but he's been bullied today.
What'd you say, bold? Jeff Stabnow's been bold?
He's been bullied.
Bullied? Oh, bullied.
That poor 24 machine has been bullied tonight.
Yeah.
Just look at the car.
When is he going to say enough is enough, you know? I mean, like, seriously. He is in the pits right now.
I tell you what, the tough part is for Stabnow, Bloom, Dan West Jr., if they use their quick repair already, they're going to be in there for a little bit trying to get some damage fixed. And I guarantee they have a lot of repairs. Maybe not required repairs, but they have a lot of optional repairs that their pit guys are telling them, hey, you can go back out, but we're not promising you that car is going to run well.
Well, we'll try this again. And, looks like all cars will be able to come back on track again. Take a lick and keep on ticking. Remember, as I mentioned, they got that fast repair. Brian Barnes, BJ Duval, front row, ready to go. Zach Rush, Sean Breitzman, Aaron Cooper. Top five, bring back out. Here. Get out of the way, pace truck. Duval says clear a path, and he does it on the bottom. Barnes under attack on the inside. Outside comes Duval, and they're wrecking behind them. Rush just got turned in turn 3. He saves it. We stay green.
So the battle for the race lead here, this is what I was saying. Brian Barnes has been running very well here. You see him on the bottom side there. BJ Duval, another guy who's run very well tonight here. Those two side by side here. One's running the bottom better than the other one. The one's running the top better than the other one. And that's where it's happening right now.
I was going to say that, Alex. Literally, we're watching Duval bang the boards down, ripping the lip, if you will, in the dirt world, and hugging the bottom of the racetrack, catfishing off the cushion. The berm, if you will, is going to be Barnes. One lap, it's Duval. The next lap, it's Barnes. Barnes is committed to the bottom. I think it's locking down, though, and we got a caution. But I will say this, to find out what happened is we got to stack up in turn number 3. Well, Brightsman and West, I believe. Caution out here. We'll find out what happened. I think it's a couple of teammates for Team LSRTV, the 55 and the 46. Anyhow, what I was going to say, Alex, as we look at what happened here on the replay, Brian Barnes has got to get away from the bottom of the racetrack and stab now into the 46, not intentionally. Neither was Ryan Bloom in the grass.
Well, you see, I talked about how Stabnow was getting bullied, and well, I think he just bullied his way a little bit there too.
Alex, you know what I always think of every time I see the infield at Cedar Lake, virtual or reality?
Uh-oh.
I always think of what happened when Tyler Erb and Bobby Pierce got into one another, and he ran the car backwards and tried to run over his daddy and the World Outlaws official on the track. And
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Listen, we've had some wild times, especially in the late model scene. And Wesley, like I said last week, if there are some upset people here, just don't go swinging with a hammer, please.
For sure. We'll try this again. The restart. Ready to go here. Hope that pace truck will get out of the way a lot faster than the last time. He does. Scampers out of harm's way, and on the throttle in the gas is going to be Duval. The one-thumb wonder, the outlaw boss from Huntington, West Virginia, is in the gas and gone. 3 wide behind them. Barnes in the fence. Stabnow fighting to get into the top 3. Are you serious?
Stabnow has had enough.
For second.
At 24.
Oh,
boy.
Ritter's upside down. Barnes upside down. Bloom has crashed. Caution out as we're halfway here at Cedar Lake. Is this a dirt race or a demolition derby on dirt, Alex? Oh, my.
Yes.
Here's a replay. And Stabnow was gonna send it one way or the other. It stacks up the traffic behind them. And look what happened to Barnes. Barnes bounces off Stabnow, and it literally locks everyone else behind those cars. And here's what happened. Ritter's hooks Barnes. Barnes gets slammed in 2 by Bloom. And like the parting of the Red Seas out of the Bible, if you will, Alex, Sean Brightsman clearly able to drive through that carnage.
I don't think there's a clean race car on the track.
Me either. Maybe Duval, but I think he also it took a fast repair, and he's got never mind. I stand corrected.
He didn't take a fast repair because his pit time was about 7 seconds. When you pull into your pit stall on dirt, it takes maybe less than a second to get a fast repair here. So when these guys are taking 10, 20, even a minute in the pits, they're not taking a fast repair because some of them might not have their fast repair here. So the only one that hasn't gone to the pits yet is the 82 of Zach Rush.
That's amazing. And Zach Rush is one of those drivers that are from the Northwest. He's ran a couple of races in the past, but he hasn't ran any of our pavement events this year. And I'll be honest, I honestly think he's been saving it for this moment to run in the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, presented by Click It RV and LSRTV. We're back to green, halfway, and Duval back up in front. The first half has been very entertaining. What will part 2 entail?
As we see here already a bad, oh boy, Sean Brightsman getting a little loose there on entrance there. He's going to try and save it. He does save it here. Now battle with the 71 machine. Aaron Cooper holds on to the 4th spot there. Brightsman in the 5th spot here. Those two side by side. There's the 24 of Jeff Stabnow. Stabnow in that 3rd spot here, trying to close in on Zach Rush here, but has company behind.
All of this company continuing. And finally, a nice green flag run settling in here just after halfway as we're approaching 20 laps to go. To the inside, this is Rush. This is Stabnow up on the top. Brightsman in the bottom. Stabnow in the fence. Cooper's got set. Brightsman falls back in the back of the pack again. And behind them, they're getting sideways. We still hold it together as Rush got a punt. from Dan West Jr. at the start-finish line. As we approach 20 to go this time by, Jeff Stabnow and Cooper are battling for the bridesmaid spot like somebody stole something. And Barnes has finally realized at 20 to go, Alex, he's got to go up on the top shelf.
That 4 machine there, I think he got that quick fix because that car looks fresh, brand new for the 4 machine there of Barnes. He's closing in here on this battle for the second spot. Contact being made here, and oh boy, Stabnow into the wall here. And boy, there's a caution.
Caution. There's another caution on the racetrack right now. We'll find out what happened. But I honestly think, though, Alex, I honestly think that he's finally realized I have got to ride the top side of this racetrack if I want to make something as an effort to run down, if you will, BJ Duval. Got a good car. The 4 is probably the second best car, if not maybe the first best car on track. But to get to Duval, with his experience, Alex, I think Barnes has got to realize I can't drive the bottom. As here's a look at the replay. Another multi-car stack-up. Rush, Cooper, Stabnow, others involved. That was a fight for second spot.
Yeah, that was a 3, 4, maybe even 5-car battle for that second and third spot there. Jeff Stabnow involved. Cooper, Brightsman, Barnes, again, all of them. But talk about that 4 machine, and now we're back to stage 1 here. It is that 4 machine and that B32 machine up front for this restart here. Those two are going to be fun to watch yet again.
And we'll settle them up for another restart here. My question, Alex, can BJ Duval win this race, or is there other drivers that are in this pack that are going to give him a run for the money and they're just playing possum right now?
It's going to be interesting to see. The only one that I see with a clean car is that 4 machine. Actually, that 82 machine of Zach Rush looks pretty good new. As I'm pretty sure, yep, he went in. So remember, we talked about he did not go in the pits. He did not take a fast repair. Now,
sure,
Rush goes in, takes that fast repair with 19 to go. He has a fresh car. He has no damage on that car now. And keep an eye on that 82 machine because he might be on the move, trumming for that spot.
Ready to settle in for a restart here. The lights are off for the pace truck. And it'll be 19 laps to go as the pace truck will get ready to scamper from the field. Next time around, they're on the back straightaway now. That's the camera angles that are so hard about Cedar Lake Speedway in Falls at Fairbury. In real life, in reality, sometimes you're looking at the back stretch, it's the front stretch and vice versa. And Lima Land is also pretty tricky on the cameras. Green flag back out. Look at Sean Brightsman. Alex, he's going to get in the dance and try to make it 3 cars for the lead. Barnes and Brightsman. Barnes is in the fence. He's climbing the wall into turn 1, and we got no caution yet, but boy, that's going to be on the highlight reel if we can get a replay of what happened to the 4.
As Barnes, I'm pretty sure, sailed into the pits there as he is down pit road. He looks to be done here tonight. So right now, BJ Duval out in front by over a half a second over Sean Brightsman. Brightsman again another half second back to Cooper in that 3rd spot, but Dan West is climbing there. Dan West Jr. in that 4th spot. He's climbing for that 3rd spot there. And again, remember, Dan West Jr. had problems with the no wall. He comes right by and he takes that 3rd spot away.
Time running out again, 15 laps to go now in this feature event. Again, this is the 50 laps the distance for this race. All the while, here at Cedar Lake Speedway, Duval is up in front. Brightsman giving him a 5th though, but he's a second back. Stabnow off the wall. Rush passes him in 82. This is going on for 5th and 6th. I think Rush just got spun around. Barnes is in the pits. Bloom is in behind the wall. Ritters is out. 13. Now making 12 to go into 1.
And talk about this battle here. Brightsman and Dan West Jr. Battle it on for that 2nd spot. Here comes Cooper now. This is going to be a 3-car battle.
Closing in on 10 laps to go next time by here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Round 4, the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, presented by Click It RV and LSRTV. And Duval is the man looking to try to get the hat trick, if you will. You ever heard of the terminology of 3 goals in hockey? The same can be done for 3 wins in the Vince. He will not only get a hat trick of 3 wins, Alex Robinson, but he is looking to hat trick the entire night, including fast time, heat race winner, feature winner. The man of the Northwest on dirt is no doubt West Virginia's BJ Duval.
Talk about this battle heating up here for that 3rd spot. Brightsman on the bottom side. He's running that bottom side very well. Catfish the bottom, the 46 machine is, but he has that 71 machine there of Aaron Cooper. Aaron Cooper looking for a podium here tonight here as he is closing in on that 46 machine. That is a battle. That is the most intriguing battle on the raceway here, and that is for that 3rd spot.
All of this transpiring as we move down to the home stretch of this race. Finishing it up here. And Duval, has anybody got anything for the one thumb wonder? Across the line, the Outlaw Express, 5 laps to go. The open hand being given to the 32. The long green flag run settles in. West and Brightsman, your top 3 as they come to the line in 4 to go, Alex.
BJ Duval out in front by almost 3 seconds here. Dan West Jr., he's out in front of the rest of the pack there by about 2 seconds as well here. So Dan West and BJ Duval, they just need to clean and green the rest of the way here. But Brightsman trying to hold on here to that 3rd spot as he's going to go to the 55 machine. He gets by the 55 machine there of Dan West. West got into the wall there, and that cost him lot of time there on Brightsman, as now Brightsman and West, also Cooper. This is going to be a 3-car battle here with 2 laps to go here for that 2nd and 3rd spot.
Ready to bring this one to the finish again, as we mentioned, as the laps are winding down here tonight. Cedar Lake Speedway, round number 4. They're coming to the line. The white flag will go in the air. 1 more lap to go for the Outlaw Boss. Will he run down, stab now, put him a lap down? I don't think he will. The Dubby Pink 32, hat trick time, winners 3 in a row here, and he takes Cedar Lake again. Dan West Jr. is going to cross the line to finish 2nd. 3rd spot's going to go to Sean Brightsman, and his Old Faithful has a little waterfall up there, or yeah, you see the little Old Faithful there, spout, if you will. Duval knows where he's got to go to. The heck with the Northwest high 5 salute. He is done being beaten and battered. He wants to go right to victory lane and park at that W32, Alex. And that's exactly what the Outlaw Boss will do here at Cedar Lake.
Yes, he will. And there.
Well, Sean
Brightsman
Brightsman says, "Where are you going? Where are you going, fella?" This is not how we celebrate. Here's a look at the results. Go ahead, Alex, and give him the rundown, buddy.
So again, by 5 seconds, BJ Duval takes home his 3rd straight win. Dan West Jr. comes home in 2nd. Sean Brightsman in 3rd. Aaron Cooper and Zach Rush round out your top 5. Jeff Stabnow comes home in 6th. Ryan Barnes in the 7th spot. Then Ryan Bloom and Toby Ritters is your 9-car field. That is how they will finish here tonight. But Wesley, correct me if I'm wrong, but the top 3 are the same top 3 we had last week.
You know what? I think you're exactly right. If you flip-flop Sean Brightsman for 2nd, Dan West Jr. I think was 3rd. I believe you're exactly right, no doubt. Let's take a look one more time also at the Virginia 811 call before you dig. Race caution summary. There it is to the end of 50 laps. 8 yellow flags, 9 lead changes. Holy cow. Down at the end, of course, when it's all said and done, Duval picking up the win. Phenomenal back and forth battle between Barnes and Duval at the midway point of the race as well. Well, when we come back, it's the post-race wrap-up show here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Do not go anywhere. Your home for sim racing is LSRTV, coverage of iRacing and the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. Look at Duval airborne in the grass on the top left. And you see the salute continues. We'll grab these drivers and get their thoughts after a wild round 4 at Cedar Lake, Wisconsin next. Welcome back to coverage of iRacing on LSRTV tonight from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Alex Robinson, I'm Wesley Outland. Charles Wooten on production, and what a phenomenal race it was for round number 4 of the best drivers of the Pacific Northwest, slinging the clay here in Cedar Lake at virtual New Richmond, Wisconsin. When it's all said and done, Duval, 3 wins in a row. The Outlaw boss, the One Thumb Wonder, we'll talk to in just a moment. But first, let's grab our third place finisher. And I believe Alex Robinson is correct. These were the same top 3 after last week's race when it was all said and done. Sean Brightsman, you will finish 3rd. What's it going to take to beat B.J. Duval? And are you getting better and better with this racing on the dirt, you think, my friend?
Yeah, I think we're getting better. It's not perfect yet. What's it going to take? You know, probably a lot more laps on my part, and maybe if we can somehow take him out, that's probably going to be the easiest option.
Take him out? Did you say take him out?
Yeah, man. I you know, that's about the only thing I can think of that I'm going to get by him on. I mean, he took me out, so.
Hey.
I'm not touching that one, but top 3.
Come up with another question.
Right, top 3 again. You know, the momentum. We always talk about consistency, especially when it comes to points. We said the one thing that you need to do if you want to beat that B32 is consistent finishes on the podium, and you do it back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, overall pretty happy. It was a fun race. Then there was a lot of fun. Aaron was trying to get by me there. Dan was just faster on the top side. I couldn't figure out the top side. So just happy to get the Brights Boutique, whatever XR1 rocket blah 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 chassis, you know, into the 3rd spot, man. It's awesome to be up here two weeks in a row, get a 3rd. I'm thrilled.
Let me help you out, Sean Brightsman. It's the it's the Brightsman Rocket XR1 with a Clements racing engine, right?
Yeah, totally. I think it has a Clements in there.
Gotcha. All right, there you go. Andy Durham Racing Power maybe too for Sean Brightsman. He'll finish 3rd here tonight when it's all said and done. Runner-up again last week as well. Dan West Jr., DWJ 55 double nickel. Hey, Dan, you're getting better and better, but you're a guy that races on the dirt anyway.
Yeah, I don't run these kind of cars, but it's yeah, I feel like it was fun. I feel like I hit everything but the pace car out there, you know, one of those deals. Unfortunately, at the end of the night, we ended up podium finish. So I really wanted to get up there. Towards the end, I felt like I kind of started getting the hang of it a little bit and thought maybe I might have something for BJ, but Sean and I were battling it out, and BJ was able to get enough of a lead. And then I was just overdriving it too much, trying to make up that distance. And at the end of the day, though, it was fun and fortunate to come home 2nd.
Oh, well, one, it's fine. I think our race winner actually hit the pace truck enough for you tonight. But, you know, again, consistency, and tonight was a rough night. This racetrack is a little bit more trickier than Lernerville. You know, last week we busted on you with no wall there, but tonight the wall might have saved you a little bit there, as it gave you some wiggle room there, and it helped you get to that 2nd spot.
Yeah, I like this track. I really do. I think it's a fun track. It's got different grooves to it, as you've seen tonight. I kind of thought that bottom was coming in there, and it seemed like towards the end there, I just felt safer up top. And yeah, I used that wall. I tried to move it out and make me some more room there a few times.
Oh, the fun time, no doubt about it, my friend. Before I let you go, Dan, I want you to thank your sponsors. And I got to ask you, what is it going to take to beat Duval? What's your synopsis?
Oh, we're going to wreck him.
All right, brother, sponsors.
Not on purpose, though, because I get in trouble for that. So, LSRTV, CRN, Click It RV. Appreciate everything you guys do. Northwest Race Series is awesome. Just glad to be part of it and be able to participate in it. And thank you guys for coming out tonight.
On to the next one for sure for the trucks. Will be Monday night from pavement Monday, Wednesday, back to the dirt next week. And again, when it's all said and done, Dan West Jr., 2 weeks in a row, runner-up here in the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series victory lane. Duval, they're talking about wrecking you in post-race. What is your synopsis or your rebuttal to these guys talking about crashing you to win a race. It sounds like Harry Hogg on a Days of Thunder.
Hey, it sounds like fun to me. My team and I, back in the day, we used to that used to be stuff that we did for fun. We'd set one person out on the track, and their goal was to turn as many laps as they possibly could without getting taken out, while the other teammates, or everybody else on the team, went after them. Sounds like fun to me.
What is this, like pin the tail on the donkey or something?
No, what we called it over at my team, we can't say on air.
Okay, all right, there you go. Alex.
I will, how can I put this? I'll put the bounty out for anyone who wants to wreck BJ so BJ doesn't win. I'll put that bounty out right now.
Are you serious?
Look, I'm getting sick of talking to my own boss. That's not fun. But, oh boy, what can I ask? Did the steering wheel work? We knew you had problems. Did the steering? No, it didn't.
I lost force feedback on lap 10, right around lap 10. When I went down pit road, I'd lost force feedback a couple laps prior and absolutely nailed the wall with my right rear and got suspension damage, and I knew the car wasn't right. So when the caution came out, I took the opportunity to go down and get some repairs and come back out and keep driving. But I ran from about lap 10 on with no force feedback, no feeling in the wheel whatsoever.
BJ, do you think the races might be better if we have a process of elimination and don't have fast repairs for making these guys, and not try to bang the walls down and tear their cars up so fast? Because it looks like it's a process of elimination. Once we finally weed out the cars that have wrecked or flipped or tore up or can't use a fast repair anymore, then you settle in for that green flag finish, if you will, the last couple of weeks with your wins.
I mean, that's something that you're always going to have, no matter what you're racing, no matter where you're racing. When you've got the option for fast repairs and unlimited incident points, you're always going to have that. But we brought a bunch of asphalt guys over to the dirt side to come and run this, and come and have fun. Try to keep it open so that they can run it as much as they possibly can and get as many laps in as they can, and just come out and have fun. And honestly, I'm really proud of the way that everybody's been doing it. Everybody's been improving tremendously. Honestly, I didn't have the speed to beat Brian Barnes. Ended up driving straight through the pace truck. I was not about to lift. I wanted that lead back.
Well, I will say this: the race, though, the car count. It's like the old cliche that we say in the new world of after the COVID world is, with car counts and things being down. Even though the car counts weren't big, the race was really, really good. It was highly entertaining tonight for sure. Even you had some highlight moments.
Oh yeah, I had an absolute blast, and battling with Brian Barnes, that was one of the best battles I've had since week one with Devin West. I mean, I love getting out and battling with people. I'd rather run side by side with somebody than walk away with a race any day of the week.
Well, sponsor time. We'll see if you can try to go for the quadruple win next week.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, I got a laundry list. I'll go ahead and rattle them off real quick. I got to thank W Energy. Make sure you use code OUTLAW-B32 at w.gg to get 10% off everything on the website. It's fantastic, amazing stuff. Jiderless Energy. LSRTV, CRN, Northwest. Everybody there for allowing us to put this series on. World of Thunder, Ultimate Dirt TV, Brent Space, Robinson Racing Promotions, Team Outlaw Motorsports, Outlaw Cams, Speed Ranch Setup Shop, Outlaw Gaming Center, Outlaw Customs, DirtFan.com, Miller Family Trucking, Juddy Designs, KDC Photography, NLRA, and Click It RV for sponsoring the regular series.
I was about to say you forgot about Alex, but that's what Robinson Racing Services is, right? Promotional.
Oh yeah.
The Outlaw Boss does it again. I told Alex I'd call you that at least one time. I always know to miss a one-thumb wonder. BJ Duval back in victory lane 3 weeks in a row for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, presented by Click It RV and LSRTV for our coverage of iRacing. We're going to wrap it up real quick. Alex, your final thoughts of everything, brother. We'll prepare for another round of slinging the clay for the Northwest next week.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully someone beats this B32 machine, or I'm going to have to hire some guns from the Northwest to show up and beat him for me. But I'll tell you what, he's looking for another win. Consistency is key. Sean Breitzman, Dan West Jr., those two, the win's coming for him. And I hope it's sometime soon, because Wesley, this B32 thing, if he keeps winning, this point season's going to be over real quick.
And I will say this, to add on a couple of other drivers than we did in the broadcast earlier. I think Zach Rush, as well as, the names you mentioned, but, Jeff Stabnow and even Ryan Bloom have really started to get better as well. It's just a matter of just not making the mistakes, quit banging off the boards and having these problems, and I think you're going to put yourself in a good place. And by the way, where we're going to next week at Lincoln, yes, Lincoln Speedway, you definitely better pack a big lunch, because that is a tight short track, if you will, Alex, at Lincoln Speedway.
Wesley, you're telling me we're going to the porch?
We are going to the porch, and somebody's going to try to knock BJ off the porch.
It's Posse Country. BJ Duval does not like that racetrack. I can tell you that much.
Lincoln Speedway, Abbottstown, Pennsylvania. That's where we're at for round 5 next Thursday night for the Click It over the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series presented by Click It RV and LSRTV. Round 5 for the Pavement Series will be next Monday for the trucks, Xfinity cars on Wednesday. Kansas Speedway, we're going from Lincoln and from Kansas all next week for the Northwest Racing Series. If you'd like to be a part of it, go to the Northwest Racing Series on Facebook. Follow us at LSRTV. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at iRacing, as well as at Sierra Sports to follow our coverage. And if you've not done so, hit that subscribe button on YouTube to follow along for all of our coverage. Until Lincoln next Thursday night, for Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, everybody at Rocket Racing Media on LSR TV and the coverage of iRacing. For Alex Robinson, this is Wesley Outland saying so long. Enjoy the rest of your week, and congratulations to the hat trick man, the outlaw boss, the one thumb wonder, whatever you want to call him, here tonight at Cedar Lake Speedway. Will Duval winning again for the best Pacific drivers of the Northwest. And now, will a bounty ensue? Will somebody put him in the fence to keep 4 wins in a row? Find out next week at Lincoln. Good night.